All right, I think we are live. Um, we should be live. I'm gonna check real quick. Um, yes, we are indeed live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna do a special type of stream today. Um, I wanted to play FNAF 2 to celebrate, the movie coming out, but I decided to do something a little different, and I'm gonna do a game ranking of all the FNAF games I've played. Now, these are subject to change, obviously. I mean, if I feel something different, you know, I'll change it. But I really thought about this for a while, just for this stream, because I really had to think, okay, what games do I actually enjoy? And without nostalgia blinding me, and my, decisions, um, you know, and some of these I haven't played. Like, I haven't played any of the spin-off games. I haven't played Five Laps at Freddy's. I haven't played any of those. Hold on, let me check real quick. Should be live, yeah. And so today we're just gonna do a quick stream. I get to give my thoughts on some of the FNAF games and some of the spin-offs. The only spin-off I've played from the Five Nights at Freddy's series is FNAF World. So that's the only one I've played that's a spin-off. But everything, all the mainline games I've played, even Secret of the Mimic. Um, so, and I also want to hear from you guys as well. What your thoughts on some of these games are, because I have ton of crazy takes of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I have some crazy takes that not a lot of people are gonna like. So, let me get this set up real quick. Um, all right, we should be good. Yeah, you suck at all the games. Yeah. Well, okay. I should probably mention this before we start. I haven't beaten FNAF 4. That's the one game that terrifies the crap out of me. I haven't beaten it. Um, so okay, let's just start now, honestly. So I've never played Five Laps of Freddy's. I haven't played any of the spin-off games. I should. I haven't. Um, and it looks like we even got the additions as well, you know, um, like Halloween editions. So, all right, let's start with FNAF 1, my first ever Five Nights at Freddy's game, the first one to ever come out. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Um, I'm gonna go S tier, and here's why. It's scary. The atmosphere is amazing. The lore is, pretty simple at the time. It does have some problems. For example, not all the cameras are useful. In addition to that, um, you know, it can get pretty easy if you know what you're doing. Like just stay in camera of I think 4B just to keep an eye on Freddy, and you basically don't have to worry about anything else. So I think I'm gonna put it S tier, but I know I have a game that I think is better than FNAF 1, and that game it's gonna come later. It's gonna come later, I promise you. So FNAF 1, right now, just to play it safe, I'm gonna go AS or S tier. I might move it. Um, but yeah, so FNAF 1 easily an S tier, one of the best horror games I've ever played. Um, so let us do FNAF 2. This one's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. I don't like FNAF 2. I actually don't. And it's not because it's not a bad game. It's just I don't like it. I don't know why. The cameras are not as useful. are strategy based, and that's what FNAF 2 is. It's just pure panic, right? Oh my gosh, there's Bonnie attacking me right now. Okay, now I gotta wind up the music box. Now I have to flash the flashlight because Foxy is now down the hall. Now I have to wind up the music box again. And that's the thing. And with FNAF 2 is you can only be on one camera, which is the music box camera, because that's the only important one. Um, so I'm gonna put this one at B for right now. I still think it's a good game. I love the withers. The withers are terrifying. The lore is pretty good, honestly, in this game. Um, so many things to deal with. Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, FNAF 3 does panicking, I think, a little better in my opinion, but I'll put it at B right now. I don't hate the game. I don't think it's a bad game, but I just don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. All right, FNAF 3. Oh boy, I have so many takes with FNAF 3. Um, I like it, but it's not scary. The lore is pretty good. The lore in that game is amazing. I think the mini games are amazing. Springtrap is one of the best villains, like core villains out there. But and it makes you panic as well. Um, because I think 3 is better than 2, but that's kind of a stretch a little bit. Because the FNAF 3, the cameras actually matter. Like you have to find Springtrap. It's hide and seek. And on top of that, there's phantoms. Um, yeah, and then you have to find the mini games as well, which you have to. So if you, I think my viewers have played FNAF 3 before, but there are mini games after each night, and there's hints in those mini games on where to find the other mini games to beat the good ending, which is the canon ending. So, uh, I'm putting it above FNAF 3. Yeah, loud. Oh yeah, the Phantom puppet. See, and that's the thing. When you see the puppet for the first time in the cam, you're like, what's the puppet doing here? And then all of a sudden, oh, now the puppet's all up in my face now, and I don't know what to do. Um, I'm gonna put it above 2. I know it's a crazy take. Um, I really love FNAF 3. I think it's underrated. FNAF 4. All right, FNAF 4. It's going in S tier. This game is terrifying. I think the nightmare animatronics are overdone with the horror, but this game is terrifying. I have not beaten it, and the reason why it's so scary is because I mean that like the atmosphere is just scary, and you know you have to listen, and you know you have to turn up your volume, and then if you fail, you get jump scared and your ears get destroyed. Um, Dude, this game is terrifying. I don't think it's better than FNAF 1 because FNAF 1 I think does horror slightly better with the uncanny valley. It's 4 feels forced in horror, which is, I mean, 4 was created because 3 wasn't scary enough. Um, so I'm gonna put 4 there. I'm gonna put the Halloween edition like right next to it. It is basically a reskin, and then on top of that you have cheats I think as well in that mode. So there, it's basically the same. Yeah, because in FNAF 4 you go towards the danger, and I think you make a good point. Because you have to listen to the door, you have to listen for breathing, and then it gets even harder with Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare, and Nightmare On, where they just do or I think it's with Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmares, where they'll do the fake laugh. They'll do a fake laugh, and that laugh represents, hey, we're in the closet or in the bed. And then when they do the fake laugh, you check the bed and door, and then you get jump scared. Um, so definitely a really good game. Um, okay, FNAF World. This is gonna be tough. I don't hate FNAF World, but here's the thing with FNAF World. It's so different from the other games. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to compare FNAF World to, because it's not a horror game. It's just an RPG with FNAF. I think it's an RPG. I think, but it's so hard to compare FNAF World to Five Nights at Freddy's when they're two different. Like, it's comparing apples and oranges. Um. I'm gonna come back to FNAF World. Sister Location. I don't like Sister Location. I don't. I really don't. It's not replayable. Great on lore though. We learned a lot. Yeah, it is an RPG. Yeah, I was about to say, um, Sister Location. I don't like Sister Location at all. I don't. It's not like I hate it. It's just it's not replayable at all. I like the characters. The lore is pretty good in that game. I'm gonna give it a C, honestly. This though, the custom night, that's going in A tier. That is a it feels like FNAF 1 but slightly stronger. Um it's extremely difficult to play. And I have to tell you this story. So when Sister Location first came out, night 4, there's the I believe it's night 4, there's the Spring Lock mini game or not mini game but challenge. That challenge was so hard that Scott had to update the game to nerf it. Oh my goodness. I'll never forget doing that section. Oh my gosh, that was so tough. I didn't get scared. I got really mad, honestly. Um, and it feels the same as well. It's like, okay, to give him a shock, give him do the flash shock, and then just crawl on the floor, go to Valor's gallery, um, Funtime Foxy. But the lore is incredible. Like the scooper, I mean, that was like shocking. And we get to learn more about, Michael Afton, the Afton family. Past Freddy. Oh, fun time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that section. The You have to use Bonbon's voice. Uh, I don't think. I mean, it was stressful. I don't think it was like a bad section, but it's definitely a little difficult. Uh, and then what else? Scooper, and then Custom Night was amazing. I actually really like it. The 20 like the max difficulty mode was so hard. Scott had to nerf it. Like I don't. I mean, I think that he has play testers for this stuff, but I don't think he expected to be that difficult. Um, all right, let's do FNAF 6 next. FNAF 6. I'm kind of speedrunning this. I shouldn't because we gotta take our time, analyze what's going on. FNAF 6. Ooh, this game is actually pretty good. I actually really like FNAF 6. Um, what I like the section where you have to um salvage or proceed. I think that's what it is, the options. And then the Pizzeria Simulator part is really fun. And then I don't like the office section. Yeah, like, and I'm about to talk about the lore later, a little bit later, but the lore in that game is so good. It's amazing. Like the Midnight Motorist, the Fruity Maze, and then I'm missing one. Candy Cadet, I think. What are the other Easter eggs? There's like the data code egg thing, and you press the like a button on your monitor, and you see the remnant, where we see remnant mentioned for the first time, and Scooper and how that works. I mean, the lore in this game is so good, and actually, in my opinion, it's kind of easy to understand. It is like funny enough, Michael Afton mentioned it. Henry's speech is just absolute cinema. Best way to end the series. I gotta put it in A. Honestly, I really like it. I like it. I like it. I really do. I There's a lot about that game that's pretty good. Not thinking about it. I'm gonna switch these two real quick. Not really thinking about it. I think two is just better than three. Um, all right, UCN. This is gonna be a hard one for me to cover because UCN is one of those games where I love it. I love UCN. I love how I can customize however I want my knife to be. But as a FNAF game, I mean, it does provide lore. It's basically just William, just like the aftermath of FNAF 6. Um, okay, this is not. I really have to think about this one because the jump scares are really weak in this game. Really like bad, but it's not Scott's fault. The engine click team, very um not the best. Oh yeah, ignore the ads by the way. I don't. I was gonna put ad blockers. Just ignore the ads. I'm sorry. Um, where should I put UCN? This is tough. It does, yeah, and then we get like the canon voices for the animatronics as well. Oh, oh wait, you know what I just realized? Fred, we actually got a first look of Fredbear in this game without it being a mini game. I just remember that. I mean, the lore in this game is decent. Um, I'm just go C tier just for right now. C tier, yeah. FNAF AR. Okay, all right. FNAF AR. This is the phone game. It got shut down. It definitely felt um very monetized, but then it had really good jump scares as well. The lore in this game was also a little hard to understand, but it was very important to set up AR and then security breach. Um, I'm gonna go very low C tier on this one, only for the fact that it was heavily monetized. It just felt, and then they gave us like no updates for months, years. So I'm putting it C tier. If you guys have anything to add, like hey, I don't think FNAF 2 should be a B, I think it should be S. Feel free to comment because I love to hear your side of the story. Um, because some of these I have like personal takes on. All right, so let's go to FNAF Help Wanted 1. This game is better than FNAF 1. I'm just saying it. This game is gonna go. Ooh, frame drop, but FNAF AR VR is the best Five Nights at Freddy's game out there, hands down. Best Five Nights at Freddy's game right now. And this game is I this is when this game came out, I really believe Steel was ready to take over the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. This game made me a believer. And this game still proves to me that Steel can make a good Five Nights at Freddy's game. Um, are we gonna really include DLCs? I guess we can do DLCs even though they're not games. We'll put this one 8, very back A tier. It was a good DLC as well. What's next? What's next? Alright, I try not to speedrun all these. Security breach. Security breach, oh my gosh. A lot of my younger fans are gonna hate me for this take, but screw security breach, I hate it so much. Oh my gosh. This game is garbage. Just pure trash. Well, it's not all bad, it's so buggy. It's a headache to play, honestly. I gotta justify it. Okay, let's start with the good positives. I like Sun and Moon. I think Sun and Moon is a very good game. Or not game. What am I talking about? Character. Um, I like the daycare section. Whatever. I do like the cutscenes. The lore. Oh yeah, the lore. We're still trying to figure out this lore. Like we don't know what's going on. Like we don't know what's going on. I don't want to hate the game entirely because I really do like the cutscenes. Like I said, I just. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. This game's booty cheeks. I feel like it was rushed for sure. I guess let's do Ruin. I guess I'll put Ruin in high A tiers. Actually, no, put A tier. Um, Help Wanted 2. This game is really good. I love Help Wanted 2. It's amazing. I'm putting it right here. I love Help Wanted 2. I love it so much. It's so underrated. Um, it's not as scary as first one because I still believe the first one is scary, but I think Help Wanted 2 is a very good sequel. I'll say that. I gotta be careful. I don't want to speedrun at least. I might just do the books next because um I just might do the Five Nights at Freddy's books next. I've been speedrunning this. I shouldn't be speedrunning it. Um, Into the Pit. Into the Pit. I now played it on stream and I finished it not too long ago. This game, this Help Wanted 2, Help Wanted 1, and Ruin are all examples of how modern FNAF is still good. I know a lot of people trash on FNAF, like, modern FNAF is trash. It's not the Office anymore, or it's not the Click Team era. And I've been playing this series since I was elementary school. I remember when the first game came out. Um, I honestly believe that some of the modern FNAF games are just as good as the previous entries. Into the Pit is one of them. Ooh, where should I put it? I don't think it's better than FNAF 6, but I really think it's a good game. Pit Trap, yeah, and and here's the crazy part. So I think a lot of people know this or not, but a lot of the Steel games don't take 5 nights at Freddy's. It's usually one big night. Into the Pit actually does 5 nights, and it feels like FNAF 3 where you have to play and collect certain things or objects just to understand the lore and get the good ending. So I'm putting Into the Pit in A tier. And graphically it looks amazing. I like the NES retro game feel to it. Alright, Secret of the Mimic. Alright, alright. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game. It feels too much like Poppy Playtime, so it doesn't feel like its own thing. But yet the lore is so like well presented in this game that I don't hate it. There's some very good moments in here as well. The Jackie scene is amazing. Uh, the Mimic and it feels like you can build like a skill of, deflecting the Mimic and getting away from the Mimic. It's pretty easy, and it doesn't feel like the Mimic spawning behind you like they do in Security Breach. Too much lore. And and here's the thing, I think a lot of people don't like Secret of the Mimic because it kind of ruins the lore in a way because now we're going back before the first Fazbear's, before anything. Well, Fazbear Entertainment still existed, but we're getting before Fredbear's and all that. We're going back to a time where, I mean, there's no Freddy's. It's like the 70s. I think it takes place in 79, and the first Freddy's was open in 83. And we know Fredbear was still around in 83 from FNAF 4. So, and we learned about Fall Fest, but there's still a lot of questions. I hope they solve this, but there's a lot of questions still open. Like, how is the Mimic still around when we're in ruin, when this thing's been around since the 70s? And still, and I mean, they're still figuring out the lore a little bit. It's still kind of confusing. Um, and one thing I don't like about the game is, like I said earlier, it just feels like Poppy Playtime. It doesn't feel like its own thing. It feels like it's made for VR. Um, I'm putting it B tier. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's not like a great game, FNAF game. But it does feel like a step up from Security Breach, as you see from this big gap right here from B tier to F tier. Well, I mean, Ruin was pretty good. Um, I mean, it does try to solve a lot of the questions we had about the previous entries, the Five Nights at Freddy's entries, but yeah, I get the lore can be kind of a mess as well. Let's get to FNAF World. I think it's just an A tier game, but I'm ranking this game. I'm gonna do Halloween edition first. I'm ranking this game based off its own thing. I'm not comparing it to the other because this is not a horror game. If we're comparing it to other Five Nights at Freddy's games, F tier, because it's not a horror game. It's nothing like the other games. But it's a great RPG. I love it. I think FNAF World's a great RPG. But I'm doing it ranking this based off its own game and not comparing it to the other ones because it's not gonna be fair. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can if I'm gonna change a couple things up real quick. Uh, yeah, no, I don't know. I might move FNAF 3 down a little bit. I'm gonna move FNAF 3 down a little bit. But yeah, this is gonna be my. I think this is my official list now. So this is it. This is my game ranking. Five Nights at Freddy's. Um, I think I'm pretty satisfied, but I'm just curious if anyone else has any ideas. Like hey, I don't like where you put FNAF 3 at or FNAF 2 or this roller coaster. I'm just curious. I want to hear from you guys. So any anything? I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I would like to see it from other people's perspectives as well because like I have a heavy bias towards FNAF 3 and Into the Pit. I love Into the Pit. It's amazing. So if not, that's fine. I'll move on to the books. We'll do book ranking because I sped run this a lot. And I forgot there's not a lot of FNAF games out there. And yeah, I try to, when I was trying to rank this, I was trying to rank it on multiple things: lore, gameplay elements, and more importantly, because if you think about it, imagine if you're a new person, because I've been around since this franchise started. Imagine a new person trying to start some of these games. Which games would it be easy for them to understand the lore? For me, I think a lot. I think for lore wise, I think the FNAF one is going to be the easiest because just the missing child incident. Um, we gotta remember we're still solving some of these games. FNAF 6 I'd say is pretty easy for lore, but I try to mix in some other things as well. Try not to last summer and one thing I've noticed as well is with FNAF fans is that we tend to bully new people who enter the start the series, and I hate that. Like I hate it so much. Like we're a community. We're not supposed to be toxic to each other. I think honestly, if you started last summer, I think you joined at the perfect time. We have two movies, we have a Horror Nights house, we have all these games coming out, we have Universal believing in the series. You joined at the perfect time. Right now, it's at its height. We're experiencing a 2014, but even better for Five Nights at Freddy's. We have all these games, we have so many books, we have everything. And then on top of that, they're already starting production on a third movie. So we're getting three movies, book, so much merchandise, so much. I honestly, we're gonna get another house for the second movie, and then we're gonna get a house for the third movie. Universal. If you go to Universal Studios Orlando right now, there are sections for City Walk, Universal Studios, and Islands of Adventure for Five Nights at Freddy's. Its own stand of merchandise from Halloween Horror Nights that they continue to put new stuff in because they believe in the franchise that much. So when you have a big entertainment company like Universal stepping in and saying, "Hey, we believe in this series. We we're honestly this Five Nights at Freddy's could be the next horror icon, like Friday the 13th or the Halloween movie." That's just my take. If you're a FNAF fan that just joined, you could not have joined at a better time. You could not have joined at a better time, honestly. And the thing with like if you like me, if I started when the first game came out, I saw the series grow. You're seeing this series. grow to a whole new level. And they're gonna, well, and then people are like, well, you're never gonna enjoy it with a real Five Nights at Freddy's, but yeah, you can play some of the old games, watch old game theories, and still enjoy a lot of the new things we have. That's just me. I honestly hate it when FNAF fans, pull crap like that because we're in a golden era right now. We're in a golden era of Five Nights at Freddy's. This is better than 2014, 2015 era of FNAF. So don't be ashamed that you started new. It's amazing, honestly, seeing new fans, younger kids. Now here's the thing. Now we're seeing. I now I'm not gonna assume you're young, like a new, like a kid or anything, but now newer kids, Gen Alpha is being exposed to Five Nights at Freddy's. Now that we have another generation being exposed to this series, and it's amazing, honestly. Um, oh man, I just went on a big rant. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I had to drink water from that. Holy crap. Um, I'm probably gonna just do a book ranking, honestly. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Let me look at this real quick. I'm gonna, because I haven't read all the books yet. I still have to. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, this works. Yeah, this is updated. Yeah, I don't like to assume that, kids, but it makes me really happy to see new FNAF fans. Last summer as well. I'm just curious, what got you into Final Fantasy? Because I know you seem to know the lore pretty good for a new person. I know this was like that Matt Pet like multi-long hour theory, like the full timeline. Um, let me get some of these out of the way first. Never gotten any of the coloring books. Never got the cookbook. Uh, Never got the updated but the original. The lore got me into it. Oh man, that's interesting. The lore. I mean, it's a big story. I mean, it's a lot. It can be a lot sometimes. Uh, I remember the first lore I was exposed to was that phone guy with purple guy. That was a interesting time. Um, but yeah, I'm just happy to see new FNAF fans. Timeline, FNAF timeline. Yeah, the both YouTubers are great, by the way. Rye Toast is also amazing. Um, yeah, I remember seeing that timeline, and when I saw that timeline, I was like, I mean, this makes sense. It makes more sense now, and um, I'm just excited for the future of FNAF. Honestly, I really am. It's so prosperous right now. I mean, if you told me 10 years ago that we're gonna have three movies and like a house, ID's fantasies, ID's fantasies. Oh, I've seen some of his videos. I, I I've I don't remember the name, but I remember his videos were really good as well. I just don't remember the name. Um, let me stop yapping and rank some of these books. Okay, all these books, the first Silver Eyes, I have it on my shelf right over there somewhere. Um, I remember when these books came out and they were still hype. Silver Eyes, A tier. I like the Silver Eyes. This is gonna be based off how entertaining they were to me. Now, I didn't really read them for lore. I know, and Um, I want to talk about this just a little bit. I'll be quick with the Silver Eyes because I want to continue with the books. But the Silver Eyes is where we first got mention of Charlie Emily, Henry Emily, and William. We found out Purple Guy's name is William Afton. This is the book that basically gave us so much, like the names, the lore, and everything. So this book is very important as well. While they're not canon to the games or anything, they're supposed to help explain what happened. Um, and obviously, if you have a different opinion, feel free to speak out. Oh crap. Um. All right then. Yeah, I should have probably thought about that with the games as well. Oh crap. I'm so sorry. I don't have any of the coloring books or drawing books. I can't draw. Um, Twisted ones. This I like the twisted animatronics, but they're not in there as much. This is where the books this is where the books start getting a little bit confusing. So I'm gonna put this one in B tier. A lot of yapping. That's all I'm gonna say. Some characters. The Freddy Files. I do remember when the first one came out. A lot of misinformation. So we'll put it at C. Oh, this book was great. This gave us so much lore as well. An activity book gave us so much lore on it. It basically confirmed that Mike Afton is the protagonist in FNAF 4. That was the book that told us that. That's the book that told us who Cassie was. Cassidy, the Golden Freddy spirit name. Um, this book just gave us so much lore, and it's supposed to be an activity book. It's only really, really funny. What is that? I've never seen this book before. Holy crap. Um, all right. Fourth closet. This is where the bugs go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. If you don't know anything about the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, you're gonna struggle a little bit with this book. I'm also gonna put it in C tier as well. I think I'll put it right there. Yeah, and then that being Dave. Okay, the Crown Child, because I grew up calling the Crown Child Chris. If his name is Dave, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset, honestly. Um, this is just slightly better, so I C tier, I guess. Updated version. It gave us which one was it? It was the first one where it gave us the leak to Scrap Baby for FNAF 6. So that one was important because it gave us a leak. We even have the graphic notes in here. Into the Pit. Adam. Huh. I've never seen that. I've never seen that theory before. No, it's Adam. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I've seen the Dave one. Um, I have actually never seen that theory, the Adam theory, because I know it's all based on that like crossword puzzle. I have it. I have the book somewhere. Um, I don't think I can find it right now. So Into the Pit. I'm gonna give this one an A. I actually really like Into the Pit. I like, what is it? Into the Pit, Count the Ways, and To Be Beautiful. Very iconic stories. I like them. And then the Stitch Wraith thing, story, backstory. I have to remember all the Fazbear frights. Okay, let me start with this. This is not good. The encyclopedia, bad. Yeah, I mean, calling him the crying child is, I mean, it's like the universal name because, um, while we're still trying to figure out his real name, we just call him that. It's like his nickname, crying child. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the encyclopedia pretty bad. Doesn't even have Michael Afton mentioned in the book. It misses a lot of characters. Um, what other ones? So okay, this was this security breach files was bad. They got basically um how to get the endings, but they got it completely wrong. So it misguides the reader into how to beat security breach is bad. Um, all right. I did a review on this book before. You can, I mean, if you watched it. It's the FNAF movie novel. Um, I think. Oh, what's up? Got someone new to join the chat. What's up? We were doing a game ranking. Now we're doing the FNAF books, but the FNAF movie novel. I did a video on this, but I'm gonna give you Spark Notes. It's nice to have background information on some of the characters on their lives that I think the book does develop some of the characters better than the movie does. And I'll try not to spoil the book or the movie because the book basically spoils the movie in a way. It does its own thing though. Like it's not a one-to-one book, but kind of does its own thing. So that's why I was curious on reading it. I wouldn't care to read a novelization of a movie when I could just watch the movie, but I put it C tier. Nothing crazy. There were some grammar errors. Felt kind of rushed. And then we are gonna get a novelization of the second movie, which is coming out in May, I believe. So I'll get that and read that as well. Um, what's next? Do you have any of these I've reviewed recently? Um, the Freddy Files. It's actually no, I don't like the Freddy Files because they get a lot of things wrong. Um, so I'll put that one at a D. This one I've never read because what you have to do to get this book is you have to buy the Amazon exclusive of all the books. So it's a bundle where you can get all the Fazbear Fright books, and that one comes for free. But I bought them individually, so I never got the story, so I never read it. Um, hmm. All right, I guess we'll continue with the Silverized graphic novel. I don't know how to feel about this because it cuts out a lot of important details from the book, and I can't really judge on art because my art's not good. The only art I judge on is AI art because I hate it. But Silverized graphic novel. It helps if you don't like reading. I don't like reading, so I guess I mean C tier. Fetch. We'll put this at B tier. Not as goes into the pit, but pretty good. Um, really trying to think about this. Like, what are some good FNAF books? Uh, and then we have, and then this is, I did a video on this as well. It's like, it's kind of lazy because they release a book series, release like 12 books in a series, and then they release graphic novels and charge you like $15 per graphic novel. Um, well, we'll just put the rest of the graphic novels at C. I mean, they're not that important, but they did cut a lot of things out. Um, what else? Okay. Gundrop Angel, I actually kind of like that book. I like the story specifically. A lot of these are just really weird stories. Like Sea Bonnies, like who gives a crap about Sea Bonnies? I'm just gonna put all the graphic novels I see. Like they cut a lot of things out. Some of the art can be an eh. No, that's no, those are both security breach. This is one. No, this is one right here. One right here. And the other graphic novels. This one right here. They're all just mid to me, in my opinion. I'm gonna put this one at B because I actually kind of like this one. Okay, we gotta put this one S tier. One of the best FNAF books you'll ever read is The Week Before. It's amazing, honestly. But this one B tier is I actually found it pretty good, but actually high B tier. A lot of people hated it. This book is just weird. Return to the Pit is just weird. Um, and the reason why it's weird is because it if you don't follow the way the book wants you to, you just die. I've heard a lot. The week before it tells you so much of the lore with Ralph Phone Guy. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but it's a must read for any FNAF fan, and it's pretty fun as well. It's one of the interactive novels, and it's amazing for lore. It's really good. VIP I've never read this one. It's a Walmart exclusive. And now we gotta do the rest of the Fazbear Fright books. So we'll put this one here. Bunny Call, B tier. I didn't like any of these. All right. Yeah, I mean it's like $7, but you get a ton of lore. If you're gonna buy any of these books, definitely buy the week before first. Or unless you're trying to watch the FNAF movie, then I would highly recommend reading the FNAF novel because it gives you some background information before you start the movie. Um, and then oh, you gotta go. That's fine. And then we gotta do a FNAF 2 quick spoiler-free review. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Um, we'll do that after the books. So we're gonna do. I did not like this book at all. I'm sorry. Lone Freddy, this is B tier. I don't really care for like, the prankster. Then we got a reboot with the Tales of the Pizzaplex. So we'll put Haps at B because I actually liked Haps. Actually, we'll put this one as C. I thought it was just decent. C tier. Okay, this is where it gets important. This is the Secret of the Mimic stuff. So B did not care for this book at all, and then B tier. All right, this is my FNAF book ranking. Um, so yeah, this is my FNAF book ranking, and we'll go back, and this is my FNAF game ranking. All right, all right. Let's talk about the FNAF 2 movie because I've seen a lot of bad reviews because I saw the on a Thursday before the official release to everyone, and it it, it's getting worse reviews than the first movie. Um, there's definitely some problems with the movie for sure. Now thinking about it, um, good rankings, thank you, bro. And I gotta say this before anything. This is based off gameplay and lore and visuals. So I decided to go when I was gonna rank this games, that had good lore, how easy the lore is to understand, how good the gameplay is. And then one more thing I gotta add is that with FNAF Worlds, I did it. I didn't rank them. I ranked the game based on its own thing, not compared to the other Five Nights at Freddy's games, because it wouldn't be fair if I compared it to the other Five Nights at Freddy's games. Because it'll get an F because it's nothing like the other Five Nights at Freddy's games. It's not as scary. Um, that's why I put it A. I think it's a good RPG though. Um, but yeah, I'm decently happy with this ranking. I was very confused where to put FNAF 3 in, but so the FNAF 2 movie. I'm not gonna spoil it at all. No spoilers. Um, I wish I think they could have done a little more with it, honestly. I still think it's slightly I think it's better than FNAF 1 because FNAF 2 is scarier than FNAF 1. Um, but I definitely see when people think there's a problem with the FNAF 2 movie, I understand. Um, I mean, I don't expect the movie to be perfect, but it definitely has some flaws in it, for sure. Um, should I do a character ranking? Yeah, and don't worry about forgetting it. I try my best not to spoil it too much, but um, let's see here. I want to see if I don't know if I should do character ranking. Probably too long because there's so many characters, but yeah. So these are gonna be my both tier list for the movie and or not movie, the games and the books. Um, I don't know if I'll ever do a merchandise review. Like there's so much merchandise. Um, but yeah, that's my kind of take on FNAF 2. It's good and it feels like they try to improve FNAF 2 based on FNAF 1 as much as they could. But I definitely see why people don't like it as much. Um, it definitely has some problems for sure. Um, let me switch back to this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Because I already did the book and game ranking. Unless I don't feel like really doing the character ranking because it would take too long. Um, just thank you so much, guys, for the support. I can't believe we hit 3,000 subs. Just crazy. I I'd never thought I'd hit 3,000. Honestly, it's always been a dream of mine to be a YouTuber. So it's amazing. Honestly, it just makes me smile. Um, I mean, I mean, I don't feel like anything is to fix, but um, hmm, I don't think I don't think I'll. I mean, probably not. I'm probably gonna leave it for here. Anything I'd like to add, but I just want to say thank you guys. Appreciate your support. Um, if you guys are ever at Universal, always pay attention, especially in the main store. What is it? City Walk store. There's that big store on your right that's connected to the Nintendo store. Always check the Five Nights at Freddy's section. I found like these um, let me- they had these. They're I don't know like best way to describe them, but they're like these mini plushies. I played some FNAF games. If you don't mind, um, what games have you played? FNAF games. Which one of them? Which one have you played? I'm actually very curious. But they had these at Universal. They're not exclusive to Universal, but these weren't at Horror Nights, but they decided to sell them. Um, I don't know if this one's rare because I actually do have the Golden Freddy. Oh my goodness, it goes for $30. Holy crap, rare. Not rare if it's going for 30, but so cute. Yeah, and so they had all the characters there. So they had them at Universal. Now, from what I saw, they only had them at the main Universal store and not at Islands or Studios. But they had these exact plushies, and I did a quick review in one of my videos where I go through the Universal store for the merchandise. Um, they're so cute. Like they're like so small. They remind me of the um FNAF 3 bobbleheads. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. They remind me of these. Let me get a better view. There you go. They remind me of the FNAF 3 bobbleheads, in a way. Um, it looks like they come with clips, but mine didn't come with any at all. I think they're so awesome, and they glow in the dark. The eyes, I didn't realize this, but their eyes glow in the dark as well. Not the Golden Freddy one. And it just proves that Universal really believes in the future of Five Nights at Freddy's. Honestly, like I've repeated that message so many times, like 3 and 4 of my videos. Um, but yeah, they had these exclusively at that plushies are real in FNAF 3. These the bobblehead because that's I mean I don't think they're exactly like the same. I know they try to be more game accurate, but that's what they remind me of. They remind me of the bobbleheads. But they had them at Universal. Holy crap! They're going from a complete set is whoa 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 hold up I gotta check this out. And yeah, I get oh yeah now I know what you're saying. Yeah, um 'cause they have the similar look. Holy crap! They go for that much? No way. No way. No way. No way. Hold on. I'm gonna do a little bit of research. No way they. Yeah, I found one on GameStop for like $10. Why did they go for like 200? Anyways, um, yeah, these are the ones they have at Universal. So I'm gonna just research. So Universal, um, I've never been to the one in Hollywood, but I forgot to put FNAF. But so they still what they still sell is they still sell the headband, the hoodies, the shirt, the fan, and then the coaster and the awful candle. There's like a candle that smells like pizza. I have this shirt right here. I have the first iteration of the shirt. I have that one right there, and the hoodie. Um, I mean, there's like if you go right now, there's a whole section. It's a little hidden, but there's a whole section for Five Nights at Freddy's merch still available. Um, which is crazy. Like I'm telling you, Universal believes in the future of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm very excited for that. Um, even had a keychain. I don't remember that. There's a keychain? I didn't even. They made so much merch for the house. It's not even funny. These cups were really cool as well. Then oh yeah. I don't know if you heard, but they're already working on production for a third film. Yeah. It hold on. I think this might be fake, but the last time I checked, I think the FNAF 3 movie is in development. We already have three movies back to back. I mean, merchandise was just so cool. Can't believe Freddy's got his own house. Yeah, and then here I'll show you this, but oh no, that's from Margo. But it's still being sold in the no pizza. Okay, let me show you something really cool. I don't know if you've been to the Halloween Horror Nights event, but they actually had a Five Nights at Freddy's pizza here. Let me show you. So there's two versions. There's Hollywood and then um let's see if I can find a good image. See, so when let me see if I can find a video real quick. Um so they transform one of yeah, they actually had a Five Nights at Freddy's pizza. Let's see if I can find a video. This guy, we'll watch him. So
I want to be rich.
and
Wishing for more money?
so we're
All
gonna
you need
actually
is your phone.
see. I'm gonna show you because they actually
No.
transformed the
Welcome back,
restaurant.
everyone.
And make sure to watch, subscribe to this guy, Dylan Thomas. He's really good. Hold on, where is it? I don't think no, that doesn't have the Halloween. Um, let me find it real quick. But they transformed a whole restaurant. Yeah, right here. And they gave it a Five Nights at Freddy's like makeover. Um, I got better pictures. Let's look at these. So this was your menu. Is FNAF real? Yes, it was real, but unfortunately, it was only real for like 2 months for during Horror Nights. But you got you could get a cupcake, you could get eggs Benedict, and then you got the pizza, which is that. Um, and then you get there was like two drinks as well, like not alcoholic, it was like a mocktail. And then so what? One of the walls was decorated to Five Nights at Freddy's, so it got this is like a little stand, and then they changed everything to Five Nights at Freddy's. I wish they would bring this back, honestly. And so those were the menus. It was expensive though, like $13 for a cupcake. But yeah, FNAF, and then here's the two mocktails. Let's see if I can 'cause I didn't even care to order any of the mocktails. Let's see here. So yeah, spaghetti pizza. Yeah, yeah. It's This is the foxy one. Yeah, who, I mean, spaghetti on pizza, right? California got it, like, had normal pizza, but in Orlando, we got, um, we got, you're a huge fan. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. I know this was supposed to be a FNAF game ranking, but I went on, I went a little bit on a tangent and talked about Halloween Horror Nights. That's why we're there. I do have a ranking right here if you want to take a quick look. Um, and then you got Eggs Benedict, which is obviously a reference to Sister Location. Um, and then the cupcake, which looks, and then I have to show you the snacks as well because there were snacks. Um, so there's the cupcake. It looks goofy, and it was a big cupcake. Like I mean, that's just sounds a burger. Um, it's not really a burger. It's eggs Benedict, which is just an egg sandwich in a way. Not really a burger, but it's an egg sandwich. Um, so that's that. There's the cupcake, really big, and the mocktails. There's the foxy one, and then the chica. I don't know why it was green. Um, um, okay. I think, yeah. Now we're gonna get to the snack. Yeah, there's more. The only snack I've tried from this is the chica cookie, which was decent. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, this is like from a co and then there's I forgot what they're called. They're like macaroon or something like that. Um, so this was all the snacks in this one. So HHN stands for Halloween Horror Nights, which is an event Universal runs where they have scare zones and a scare. Oh, the Chica cookie. It was decent. It was only $6, so it was super cheap. It was decent. Nothing crazy. Halloween Horror Nights is an event Universal does during Halloween where they change from the whole park to like scary, where they have scare zones, scare houses where people get scared in. That's what HHN says for Halloween Horror Nights. Um, it's just so long to type out Halloween Horror Nights, we just call it HHN. Sort of like how Five Nights at Freddy's is FNAF. Um, yeah, this is macaroon. There's a this is I had it. It was like 650. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was bad, but I mean, it was cheap though. So I mean, you get what you pay for. Never had the apple though. Um, never had the apple, and then I never had the evil cupcake as well. They gave it a 4. I don't really care. I don't like reviewers, but yeah, that was the nightmare cupcake. Is there anything else I'm missing? No, that's the snacks. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So so one of the scare zones had like a statue. Is that Freddy apple? Yeah, it's a caramel apple. I forgot to specify. It's a caramel apple. So it's caramel apple. Um, they had a little in the scare zone. I remember they had like the statues of all the IPs. So Jason, Fallout, WWE logo, and then Freddy, and then Terrifier, Jason, or not Terrifier, Art the Clown. Um, and then here's some photos from the house. They actually had animatronics perform. I don't know if I could show you the video. What do you think? Do you want me to play the video the video of the house, Fortnite's house? I mean, I don't mind. There is flashing lights though, so that's yes. All right. There's gonna be flashing lights, so just be careful. If you're prone to seizures. Okay. I know not a lot of people were able to go because the Universal is kind of expensive, but
La Roche-Posay Double Repair,
let
more
me know if
than
we can't
just a
hear it or not.
moisturizer. Helps repair skin barrier in just 1 hour.
If you can't hear it, let me know. Alright, here you go. I used this video a lot when I was talking about my Horror Nights, because I couldn't record in the house. And then, so attraction, shout out to attraction. Let me know if you can hear the video. This house is crazy. It's based off the movie though, so it's not based off any movie. Yeah. I'm so happy actually. This is copyrighted music, so that's why it's muted right now. Dude, it's even better in person. It's even better in person. It's muted because of copyrighted music. Talking in your sleep from the movie. Well, it's not from the movie. It's been around for a while. This wasn't. I've been to a lot of Fortnite houses. Been to a lot of Fortnite houses, and this is the least scariest. Like least scariest sound. Like this was captured. This house is scary, but it's like a visual. Visually, it's amazing. Now, I am gonna warn you, I've seen this video a lot. This is like first day the house is running, or like first day the house is operational. So there's a lot of things not working. You'll see it. Look at the celebrate poster. It has the celebrate poster and everything. Yeah, if you've never seen the movie, this is a pretty good job at like a movie. Yeah, that fox is supposed to be running down the hall, but so you will run down. And death. See if I can try to find a scare zone video where it has a scare zone ready. I know, it's amazing, honestly. I love how it just like did not seem like a movie. And then it's even better in person. It's even better in person. Dude, look at that. So what it was puppet. These are puppet. That's a puppet. And it gives a bad competition with the can. This house got a big budget. When I go back, when it goes down, imagine a bad trip, right? You know, like, I really wish one I would think how good it is to play this. Those animatronics tower over you. They're massive. They are big. Now this is, if you're ever curious, this is the Orlando version. This is the one I went to for all my videos. I went to Orlando. I never went to California. California actually kind of had it worse. And then man behind the water comes out. Alright, this house is amazing. Now I'm gonna see if I can find. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find that scare zone. Oh, what the heck? Why is it? That's a random zip code. All right, let's see if I can find it. Cause it's let me see. Cause it was a scare zone. It's not a great scare zone. Okay, yeah, it's gonna cover it. There we go. So it's one of the first scare zones to see. So there's WWE on the left, and then Freddy's gonna be on the right. So I don't know if it's gonna show all the. I think it's about to show it. It's gonna show it. And I saw so many cosplayers there. There we go. I saw so many cosplayers there. It was not even funny. Um, so that's your Freddy right there. That was one of the scare zones. It was a statue, and actually, funny enough, the hand broke off because someone broke the hand off, and then they had to fix it. But that's that's yeah, that's the Freddy statue. Let me see if I can find a restaurant. California got a Fallout makeover. This is it. This is it.
Good drivers save up to
Before the
$1,200
ads,
when
I'm
they
sorry
switch
about
to Root
that. I
Insurance
wanted to get an
because you
ad
should be
blocker, but I just
celebrated
didn't feel like it.
with savings. With Root, you get a car
And I
insurance
know
rate
some
based
people just
mostly on
joined in
your
the stream
drive.
wondering why we're doing HHN.
Download the Root app today.
Because I finished the ranking. I'll show the there. So that's your ranking for the games. Um, game ranking, and I did a book list ranking as well. You can always go back to the stream and I'll explain my thought process on that. Dude, this restaurant, I didn't like the pizza. I wanted to do it again for my final review, but I was like, nah, I can't eat this one. So what it was, dude, this was one of the busiest restaurants the whole night. Like, you could not walk in here. I could not film in there. I was always bumping into things. And that was the cutout. And then the employees even had to wear the finance critic uniform. It was a great event. Yeah. And I know a lot of people were expecting like a restaurant makeover, um but yeah, that was the Halloween Horror Nights event, HHN. Um yeah, that's book ranking. I went on a tangent a little bit to talk about Horn following our Halloween Horror Nights. I am gonna there is gonna be a second because the FNAF 2 movie is doing so well. They're already working on a third one. They're gonna add another house for Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm not gonna be not gonna be surprised if we get a house. Um, pretty cool stuff, honestly. It was amazing, honestly, looking at it. Um, anything I like to add? Thank you for your support. Honestly, it's amazing. 3,000 subs. It's a lot. And I have a community now, like a community of people that watch my videos who discuss about this game that I like so much. So thank you for supporting my channel. And yeah, now I have to end it. I'm sorry. All right. See ya.